I'm working with Ericsson from last 2.5 years, and I'm working with Rnam customers from last 1.5 years. I work with T-Mobile, RBMA customers, AT&T, and I also work with other regions like RSO, Japan, Africa, and Orange in France. And I have expertise in OSS upgrade, x86 upgrades, Spark upgrade, live upgrades. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Saurabh. I have been working with Ericsson since past 3.5 years. Working with Rnam region since past 2 years. I have worked with AT&T, TMO, and RBMA customers. I've been working with RBMA since past 2 years, working on the installation, upgrades, and troubleshooting.
Hello everyone, my name is Vikas. I'm working with Ericsson from past 5.5 years. With Rnam, I'm working from last 2 years. I have been to US for AT&T 12B4 for around 2 months, and there I have worked on any kind of OSS part. Thank you.
The ways of working of Rnam are quite different from what we are having here in India. So when I went there, I have seen there is a lot of communication among the team members in Rnam. There are a lot of knowledge sharing sessions such as brown bag session between them, and the ways of working are quite different. Everyone is following the mob, as Vikas already added the point. So these things have changed me in having better communication with the team members, having more knowledge sharing sessions, having some motivational events that can help the team. I think that's what I want to do.
I learned in Rnam the process they follow in executing the upgrades. I learned that they make the proper documentation, the MOP, the TOL, the testing documents. So I did this transition to my team in India. When I come back, I train my colleagues here, preparing the solution analysis, preparing the TOLs, preparing the MOPs. Even we help from our colleagues working in different regions like Africa or Australia or Japan. So that's the basic the process we learned from Rnam. At last I would like to thank my Rnam colleagues working there. They also helped us a lot when we go on site. Sometimes we stuck in the issue, so we call them, we get them support from email, and that there are some our colleagues in Rnam, those we can call them and get the supports. So we like to thank our Rnam colleagues. Thank you.
While working in the United States, I feel a lot of cultural differences. I mean, in the very first project, I worked with people from different countries, so they have different culture. A few people were Mexicans, few were Korean, so we have different language. So we have to sync up with these guys so that we can communicate well, and we have to adapt themselves to work in a good way, in a good manner, so that we can deliver our project in a proper timeline.
I have been working with Rnam region for past 1.5 years. I went to United States for Union Wireless OSS upgrade project. So the cultural differences which I faced over there was in terms of language. I mean, the language which we speak, it's in different accent, so you have to be presentable to the customer as well as the people over there, so that there's no miscommunication on our front. They should understand what we meant to speak. And also in terms of food, and I would say one more thing is like it's driving. It's a must in US. In my project, I mean, there was a necessity to drive since the site was far away from the hotel. So to save the cost on taxi expenses, they required me to drive. So, but I am not a confident driver, so there was one other guy who worked with me and he used to travel with me.
Challenges that we faced in terms of communication, whenever we execute any MOP or we are working on any issue, so we have to send the daily report to the stakeholders so that everyone is informed. Earlier we faced that some of the time reports were not sent, but as the project continued, we have improved our daily reporting as well. And another thing that I would like to highlight, Rnam have proper escalation matrix. So any issue pops up, and I'm not able to solve, so I have a rover and further escalation points so that the issue do not stuck at one point and it escalated to the higher level, and we get the solution at very fast pace.
What's the work? Like for example, the Chinese people, they speak very less, they believe more in males. So we need to adapt with the team members. If it's an Irish people, we need to have a personal touch. If it's a Chinese people, we need to have a more of professional touch. So as per the team member, we adapt according to them.